Born from the ashes. 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 Born from the. Watch me rain.
In the top right corner of Eternal Empire, as the Ris3n, it's DHDH, and in the bottom left, as the pink Zerg for Ris3n, it's Hometown Crib. I guess we're doing a third one! Guys, it's our third clan war. Friendly all-kill. With CloudM this month. And it's gonna be a best of 9 once again. Last time, Ris3n took out like the first CloudM player, and then Meek tore through the roster like a disruptor. I don't know. It was really bad. He did not to besmirch my players. Meek's really good, but yeah, our captains tonight are Angel for Ris3n and Meek for CloudM. No Revolt today. Revolt very tired. Hatch gas pool coming out from Hometown Crib. DHDH got a full scout. He knows he's safe. He will continue on with his Reaper expand. Thank you for the follow, Shao Cop, during the break. Really appreciate that. DH kites back against the Lings. He gets 1 kill, half of another kill. DH is gonna back out. Hometown takes the third. All is calm. Wing speed hits the field for HTC. And we're going to see a little bit of passivity, but DHDH is almost certain to send these Hellions out in conjunction with the Banshee. Yeah, there's the armory, and we're gonna have Hellbat Banshee from the Terran. It's really made a comeback in recent weeks. This was the season of mech, and it transitioned. There was like a brief hope that we were going to have like these great stable games for a while in the ZVT matchup. Terrans were starting to go bio again, and then Beastie Cutie released a video, and he's like, why not Hellbat Banshee? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? So Terrans just go Hellbat Banshee all the time now. Hometown doesn't actually have anything to defend right now. These 3 queens are... They need to be very careful. The queen that was closest to being able to transfuse is heavily wounded. DHDH does pick it off. Okay, 11 roaches are in development, but like 3 are on the field right now. Almost all the queens are dead, and that means the Banshee is going to be able to dominate the skies for a very long time. Hometown's getting an Overseer, but there's only 2 queens left on the field. I don't think that was on purpose, but by happenstance, the way the Hellbats were positioned, they took out all the active creep tumors as they were fighting the roaches, and DHDH is still going to get out of here. I feel like he could have kept engaging there. He could have killed this queen and killed all the roaches with the Banshee, but choosing to back out, go home. 3rd CC is morphing into an orbital and it will move out. Not the most worker damage, though, to Hometown Crib. Hometown's going to go for a counterplay. DHDH needs to be out on the field kiting these roaches down as they move across. Okay. Oh, wait! Hometown went home! Why'd he go home? Well, these 3 Banshees are going to cause some mayhem at the Zerg base. There is a Spore out, there is a Queen, but the Banshees can kind of camp right out here and hit this hatchery if they want to. They're going to shut down the 4th. Shut down the 4th. Please shut down the 4th. There we go. That is a kill. So 300 resources lost for Hometown Crit. He's going into Ravagers, which will make the Banshees reposition, I guess. They try to go into the mineral line. It's not going to work out too well. 1 Banshee is lost, only 2 drones have fallen. HTC, it's getting up 1-1. DHDH. It sounds like I'm talking about the stock market. I'm like, HTC is up 20 points today, while DHDH is down 3. It's a bull market on HTC. Bye. Bye-bye. DH sieges up at the 3rd. Terran's getting a 2nd armory, some missile turrets for security, blue flame, vehicle weapons +2. Hometown double expands. I really like that. He's so late on his 4th. Well, I mean, he wasn't late on his 4th. He got his 4th kill. So the double expand is kind of necessary here, especially with the Terran getting his own 4th, and we're gonna see some passivity for a little while, probably till the 11.5, 12-minute mark. Maybe not. Hometown's almost maxed out. He might go for Lingbane Ravager. Okay. Swarming out to the left here, but this is always risky on this map because the supply depot wall is going to be up, and because of the radar towers that the Terran's going to be able to secure. You can just see, like, so many attack pathways from one radar tower, and position your army accordingly. Yeah, Hometown's not even gonna bother. He's coming in from behind. Those are some okay mainling hits from Hometown Crib. He can, like... Yeah, he's gonna have to go around the side. I don't think he... Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, all the Ravagers died. So, yeah, Hometown Crib just actually can't engage this ever now. Unless that happens. 3 of the tanks on siege. Hometown makes his play. But it's still not going to be enough. Everything dies for the Zerg. And Hometown is moving into Hydralisks. While DH gets out some Cyclones. Hive Tech still isn't quite finished. So nothing like Broodlords, nothing like Ultras are going to be a factor for a very long time. My concern with going into Hydra is that Hydra are light units and they're very susceptible to this front line that DH has, as well as the tanks. They're good against the Thors and they're good against the Banshees. That's about it. DH has a lot of battered and bruised tanks, but they're still here. They're still fighting. They're still totally capable of shelling out full damage. Hometown crashes all his Banelings into a single Cyclone. And he's cut off from his 4th right now. The Hydra go into the tank line. They will never win this fight. It will never happen. DH has a concave, and these are pretty much going to be the last gasp units from the Zerg. GG is called. And DH on the left side for Cloud M, once again, it's DH. And on the right, it's the Red Terran Kaczynski playing for Ris3n.
Yeah, so TVT, I don't know too much about, but maybe you could give us some insight.
So, one player is going to sit back, one player is going to be the aggressor. We're going to see a couple Reapers, we're going to see a couple Hellions, and then we're going to evolve into a 43-minute game. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be a great time.
Probably to me, yeah. I mean, I love Reapers, so I love how they kill my Zerglings sometimes and move around.
Both players
Yeah.
Okay, both players are opening pretty standard here. I think we're getting a lot of background noise from...
I was just gonna say both players are opening up with like a pretty standard opening. Looks like they're gonna be both going into factories. No like triple Reaper play.
Yeah. There's kind of like a lot of background noise. Is there any way to mitigate that at all? Or...
I don't think so, so that's why I was considering not co-casting, but
Oof. Okay.
I'll just stay silent till something really important happens. How's that?
Sure. So Kaczynski's opening with a Marine defense. He's going into factory. DH is going into factory himself. I think we're gonna see DH go on the attack here. With some Hellions, most likely. We do, of course, have this gold base and the pocket bases that both Terrans could possibly take advantage of. Alright, so DH drops a second CC. Kaczynski, getting a pretty early medevac here. Is this going to be a Marine tank drop? I think it might be. I'm almost certain. So I explained like our normal early game TVT, but I think Kaczynski is actually going into a tank drop here, which is really interesting. Or is it just going to be a straight up Marine tank push off one base? I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
It could be something like what Innovation did in the GSL the other night.
I have not watched GSL yet.
So I guess I'll give some spoilers. What happened was in the TVP matchup he was playing, he decided to do a one base push and just made a bunker at the natural of trap, and he actually was able to win the first game pretty handily because of that. So maybe this is a similar like one base build idea because there were two tanks and Innovations push as well.
Okay. There is a Cyclone here. There are quite a few Marines, so... DH... Okay. Alright, the medevacs were not targeted quick enough. So almost all the units get out, but it doesn't matter because they all came out one at a time in the middle of the opposing force, and DH is just so far ahead now. This is pretty devastating to Kaczynski. I don't think DH lost a unit there. In fact, he didn't lose a unit there. Kaczynski is transitioning into a bio play. He started up Stim, but like, man, he's down 8 workers. DH is gonna push in here, and it's triple the army supply for DH. Swarm, anything you say in the chat isn't gonna help because we're at like 90-second delay, but yeah, DH is coming in here. It's gonna drop some disables on the tanks, and this is gonna be it for a Ris3n player. Kaczynski is getting man-moded. DH shelling the high ground now. Kaczynski has 3 Marines, 2 medevacs, and a Dream, but I don't see a universe where he holds this, Angel. Oh my god, the barracks goes down. Factory is under fire now. There's a huge supply block for Kaczynski. He's fighting with everything he had, but... Chad auto turret goes down. It's going to take out the tank. It's going to take out 2 Marines. And the boys have been pulled in a last-ditch effort to hold. They will force DH to shell his own Marines. But look at this play from DH. He even drops an auto turret to defend the tanks in case Kaczynski tried to get on top of them. This factory is burning down very quickly. One of the few remaining SCVs needs to be pulled to repair it, or it's going to burn up in the sky. Kaczynski does drop on the tanks, but all the Marines die. Okay, just a couple hit points left. Factory will be repaired. The tech lab will not. And Kaczynski is totally in shambles. He is still on 2 base. He's still fighting, but it's at half the worker count of his opponent in the mirror matchup. It would take a lot for DH to throw. Oh my god, look at that. Look at those tank shots. Kaczynski has tenacity. However, I don't think tenacity is going to do enough. Okay. In the top right corner of Everdream, as the Green Terran, Steven. In the bottom left, as the Yellow Terran, trying to take a 3rd win in a row. For Cosmic Cloud Militia, it's DH. So Steven is an interesting case. He's being fielded as the first Masters player for Ris3n. His MMR as Terran is currently 4,400, which is like mid Diamond 1. And then his actual rank as Terran is M2. So I guess they compromised, evened it out at M3 for that fielding. Cloud M is up 2-0 in the best of 9, so they need 3 more wins to attain victory. Ris3n needs a solid 5. Steven sends out a scouting SCV. DH does not. Steven's scouting SCV survived that. It's a lazy Reaper. It's like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen clips from, like, Batman, the animated series. There's this scene where, like, the goon opens the door, he sees Batman. They stare at each other for a little bit. He closes the door, like, his friend walks up and he's like, see anything in there? And he's like, nope. Walks away whistling. That was that Reaper. That Reaper was that goon from Batman, the animated series. Double barracks factory from Steven means he's gearing up for a 2-base push. DH is going to move forward. He will overrun the first Reaper. The Reaper's running to meet up with the Marines and make things a little bit more of an even fight, but Steven chooses to retreat up the ramp. Marines get gunned down, and SCV has fallen as well. DH is being annoying, tapping at the wall, but he's not going to find any farther damage down here, really. He gets another SCV kill. Okay. Hellion's a little bit damaged. Oh, man. The Marines are a little bit damaged. Basically what DH is doing here is preventing workers from rallying down to the natural, stopping the CC from producing SCVs, and being annoying. Just putting pressure on Steven is the best way to sum it up. Now, in order to get this done, in order to make this happen, he had to delay his own second CC. He's about to finish that now, turn it into an orbital. But you can see, despite losing 3 workers, Steven is only 1 SCV behind right now. And of course, he is effectively a mule ahead. DH isn't making an orbital. Okay, there we go. Steven is a Zerg main. So, I don't know. As a Zerg myself, like, I started out as Terran. I played my first 1,000 games as Terran. But, like, I can't push Terran past, like, Gold 1. So, Steven, from my perspective, as a Zerg player who has tried to play Terran, like, it's just such a different set of mechanics to master relative to Zerg. I think it's probably, like, the hardest transition to make. Protoss, going from Zerg to Protoss is a lot easier in my experience. So we'll see how Steven does. DH is, of course, going to have a lot more experience at Terran vs. Terran than our green friend. Steven's going into 3rd CC. His medevacs waited a little bit to go in. Gonna drop now. He does have stim. Scouting Supply Depot sees this, and the drop's gonna go down in range of the tank. Not a single worker has died. Steven loses all the Marines. Medevac goes down. DH holds with, like, no losses. It's a little bit of a Nova yikes for me. DH is 8 army supply ahead. He's caught up in workers. And he's probably going to feel comfortable taking a 3rd here very shortly. Steven, in the meantime, he's finished up his own 3rd orbital. DH's 3rd is being built in the main at a very safe location. Steven's getting ready for a Marine tank push, and Steven's macro is very on point. Don't get me wrong, this macro is pretty excellent, but when it comes to engages, DH is just going to have a lot more experience under his belt, and I think we've seen that reflected so far. Both major engagements we've had, the Reaper Hellion harass, and the drop play that just happened, DH has kind of trounced Steven rather soundly. Alright, DH. It's repositioning. He's moving out his 3rd. Steven did take an earlier 3rd. Again, his macro, very, very, very on point. DH is getting up stim. +1's going to hit first for Steven. Armor's going to hit first for Steven as well. DH is going for a push, though. And Steven is up in army supply. He has Vikings, he has tanks out, okay. But 2 full energy Ravens are on the field. For DH, those are going to have a lot of value. The Vikings are fighting the medevacs, and they get picked off by Marines. Again, it's this engagement experience that DH has. Just allowing him to trade so efficiently against Steven. There's a disable on the forward tank. These Marines are way overextended. Given that went off, and there's so much energy on these Ravens still. Oh, one of them sounded very low health, but it will survive. Just like that, army supplies are evened up. DH is ahead on economy. Steven is besieged. Yeah, DH was gonna try and drop a disable on this tank and stem in. He just doesn't have enough Marines to do that. Okay. It's just a Reaper tapping at a command center. It's not gonna do too much. Oh, now it's gonna go in on the SCVs. DH isn't reacting to this at all. Okay, this is starting to get bad. 4, 5. Uh-oh. Okay, there's a major engagement happening. Again, DH winning the engagement rather handily. He had the inferior force here, and he's traded very well. He's about to lose his vision, though. So Steven should be able to clean this up. He did lose 9 workers back home to a single Reaper, though. So Steven comes out ahead overall, I think. Sort of, kind of, but Steven also is constantly taking damage. The longer and longer he waits to saturate this. Okay, he's finally going to saturate the 3rd. DH takes a 4th CC. DH is up. He's ahead in upgrade. That's going to change very soon. As Steven gets his own upgrades out. Okay, these guys pass like ships in the night. Hello there. Hello. DH is going to stim into the 3rd of Steven. The tank goes down. Upgrades are even. Okay, the tank goes down. Yeah, Steven's gonna have enough to clean up, but he takes a couple SCVs and losses. Still a full medevac here. It's gonna land. I like that DH splits off the empty medevacs. He's gonna save them, send them back home. In the meantime, Steven's drop hasn't moved in yet. The 2 armies are still kind of stalemated out here. Drop gets cleaned up rather handily. 2 Marines going to be a little bit of a nuisance in the yellow main, but 2 supply depots go down for Steven. Do 2 supply depots go down? 1 does. Pull the SCVs. Pull the SCVs. Oh no, he's just going to build 2 new ones. Okay. Alright, Steven kind of soft supply blocked here. He's not producing any units at all. Vehicle upgrades are going to hit for him. Steven has his defense rallied, but he's so far down in supply right now. Oh, that's a lot of dead SCVs. DH gonna clean up the missile turrets, I guess. Which could soften this up for drop play later. Steven's mining off of 2 bases right now. He's down a dozen workers, and DH is quickly approaching max out. Steven reestablishes his third yet again. This command center has just been hopping back and forth and back and forth and back and forth all game. And we're seeing how efficiency can beat economy. Steven has the raw power. He's constantly up until like now been ahead in the numbers game, had a better worker count, had, you know, continuous production, earlier upgrades in a couple of the rounds, and he's been able to replenish very quickly. But DH just keeps man-moding these engagements against superior forces. A flank is set up here by the Yellow Terran. The second tank isn't sieged. It's going to buy time for the SCVs to evac. But DH has his tank sieged, and the third is forced to be lifted once again. Steven's going to sneak out a CC over here at the 4th location, but he can't pull any SCVs to mine from it. DH has a pretty solid contain set up. Steven goes for a Doom drop. He is taking out a lot of the production of DH. DH is going to pull a column of Marines back home to defend. He's found the 4th of Steven, though. And normally, if there was a Doom drop in a Terran's base and the production was getting taken out, I would say the person who is Doom dropping is going to win. However, DH still has a better army on the field, and more importantly, he's mining. Steven, for all sakes and purposes, isn't really mining. He's mining off of half a base. And a lot of those patches are going to expire soon if Steven chooses to mine there, which he pretty much has to do, or to drop mules here, which he pretty much has to do. Actually, even without the mules, Mineral Patch is disappearing in front of our eyes. Steven stims out. He does clean up over here, but he can't afford to make units right now. He's floating CC out to the 3rd location yet again. But he's going to have to do so much with so little. Another drop goes out for Steven. I don't think he can actually afford this drop. That's a solid 10% of his army getting run down. Marines are cornered. Actually, this one focused the high health Marines, so 2 of them are going to survive, but look at these brave Chads going right into the planetary. Death! Okay. Steven has reestablished his 3rd. He's going to push out and try to take a 4th. I think this is an overextension by Steven. DH is moving in. He's going to see the attack with the radar tower. He's so spread out here. He cannot defend this low ground. This arc is fine. Pushing out to here is super risky. Oh no, he sieged his tank where the CC needed to land. Now all the SCVs are gonna mine a patch and try to long distance. Oh no, he still hasn't landed it. He needs to get this mining and operational. These Liberators are going to deal serious damage to Steven. He will lose this forward tank. That was a little bit of an overstim, I think, from DHDH. He could just let the Liberators handle all this. Significant amount of Steven's army is gone. He's 70 army supply to 140. Both players are at full infantry upgrades. DH has gone for +2 mech attack. Steven has gone for armor. Vikings will take care of the Liberators. The bio's gone for DHDH, but he can afford to trade this out. Steven really can't. Steven is mining minerals off of 2 bases, but he's not mining gas. He's mining off 2 refineries, one of which is about to expire. The second's going to expire in the next minute, and he can't afford to replace his tanks. He can't afford to replace his Vikings after this. This bank is all he has. 2,000 is considerable. But is it considerable enough? Formidable, I think is what I wanted to say, not considerable. Jesus Christ. DH is just expanding all over the left side of the map. Steven's heart is in the fight. He's got 2 full energy medevacs. He's got a Viking Cloud. He's got a decent amount of tanks. He's gonna lift his main up. It wasn't really mining anything at all. Move it down here. DH is probably, maybe gonna get the orbital. Okay, the SCVs have been moved into the line of fire. They're bravely trying to repair. And it looks like they will save the orbital. DH still has his threatening flank force here, though. Steven scans it. He's like, oh, I forgot about that. And he lifts the CC off. He's back down to mining off of 2 bases. And again, no gas. There is 0 gas income for Steven. What he has right now is what he's going to have moving forward until he makes refineries. That's all he's got to do. Another tank gets sniped down. Marines are going to stim down to try to clear up this force, but DH reinforced in a timely manner. Steven was too scared. He had him down to 2 Marines, but didn't stim in on this tank and kind of swing out here, so he's not going to be able to engage this again for a very long time. Vikings could land here and take this out, I guess. The column of Marines is moving out. These guys just kind of slacking on the job, are going to let them escape the tank line, and DH is just playing this out so well. The Liberators do go down. These 2 tanks are a little bit vulnerable. But in the meantime, DH is stimming in on the other side. Is he going to get the orbital? He gets the kill on the orbital. Steven does have a replacement sitting here ready to move out. But he's on 1, 2, 3, 4 command centers to the 7 of his opponent. DH would have to throw like several armies away at this point in order to lose. Or have his production shut down and then lose his army. Steven's being incredibly tenacious. That was a nice little play. He's gonna get these 2 vulnerable tanks. DH just has the raw numbers on his side. He's mining 2,400 to 800. GG is finally called. DH goes up 3-0. Some of that Zen energy, if you know what I mean. It's been... How long has it been, Gilded? In the bottom left. As the Yellow Terran. It's DH. Sorry, that's an inside joke. It's bad to say inside jokes. Alright, in the top right corner for Ris3n, it's Big Daddy. DH. Currently up 3-0 in the best of 9. Can he get the all kill? He's facing an M2 Protoss this time around. It's gonna be a tall order. Hopefully, for the Ris3n team, Big Daddy can get some wins on the board, because if not, the final player is going to have to all kill, and that's not going to be pretty. You don't want to have to take down 5 Cloud M players in a row. I think Texture Ace. I'm gonna put in an educated guess and say Texture Ace. It's gonna be the second diamond from Cloud M. What you'd think would happen here is that Big Daddy would win the next 3 games, and then once he meets an opponent of equal skill, it could go either way. But there's every chance DH could get a win here and put a lot of pressure on the Ris3n ace. Meek saying, let's go, Cloud M, let's make this 3 back-to-back wins versus Ris3n. How'd that VTL match go for you guys, Meek? But don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just getting cheeky. This is cheeky banter. It's fine. It's cheeky banter. Don't worry about it, man. Big Daddy is just pumping out the probes. It's gonna go Robo as his first tech of choice. DH is going Marine Tank. And he hasn't dropped a second CC yet. This is going to be a 1-base Marine Tank. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled the boys. Honestly. Yeah, he's just gonna... he's been scouted, but he's gonna push. He doesn't have a choice at this point. If he went now, actually, I think he'd win, but he's gonna wait. So an Immortal's gonna be on the field. Shield batteries quite possibly as well. Yeah, Big Daddy knows what's up. This is held, I think. DH waited too long. Waiting for a tank, waiting for a medevac. Hopefully he doesn't wait for the medevac. Hopefully he just goes with the tank and the medevac can boost to catch up. They're gonna finish close enough. Go, go, go! No, he's gonna wait for the tank to rally with his forces. Okay, no, he does move out. He's gotta move out the tank. Oh, he's gonna... Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. He picks up in the medevac. I don't know why I would think he wouldn't do that, but... I really feel like Big Daddy's gonna hold this pretty strongly. He even sees it at the Xel'Naga. DH didn't even bother with a Reaper Harass. I don't think. I could be wrong on that. One tank gets sniped down. Okay, maybe a little bit of an overextension. Losing that sentry was pretty huge, but so was losing the tank for DH. He's being very timid here. He needs to keep pumping out damage. These shield batteries regenerate energy over time, which makes them more valuable, right? Big Daddy's getting a Disruptor. Okay, there is a Liberator out. Big Daddy moves into the Liberator. He's trying to gun it down. He will get the kill here. He loses a few Zealots. He loses a few Stalkers. But he's going to be fine. Here's the Disruptor. A shot's going to go out. It's going to clean the bunker. Pull back, Marines. Pull back. There goes the bunker. And this is just hell. I mean, I'd love to hype it up. I'd love to make it more entertaining for the viewers, but now there's a second Disruptor just as the second, well, third tank gets here, I guess. Down goes the tank. Down go... Oh, well, that Disruptor shot went wide. But it's over. Big Daddy puts the first point on the board for Ris3n. In the bottom right corner, getting the first point on the board for Ris3n, it's the purple toss, Big Daddy. In the top left, as the orange Zerg. Up second for Cosmic Cloud Militia, it's their VTL captain, Texture Ace. It's going to be a hatch gas pool out of Texture Ace, Big Daddy. It's going to open standard. It's just going to go gateway. It's going to wall off. Now, keep in mind, please, that Texture Ace is a diamond level player. So DH won 3 in a row. He definitely punched up, but Big Daddy is a solid M2 Protoss for the Ris3n community. So it's going to be a big challenge for Texture Ace to try and overcome. Especially if he's going for a macro play, which it does look like he's doing, pulling out of gas. It's a bold move. Texture Ace is looking for the scouting probe. The scouting probe sees the path these 4 lings are taking. So, is he gonna try and attack? No, he's just looking for the scouting probe. He thinks there's a proxy. There's not a proxy. Okay, 6 more lings are coming out for Texture Ace. Drops a Baneling Nest. It's a Baneling bust. Interesting. Big Daddy has yet to complete his wall off. That's totally normal. He knows the positioning and number of lings on the map. His first adept hits on the other side, it will get taken out. And it doesn't get the scout on the lings, I don't think. 4 drones did fall, though, which is going to hurt this a little bit. The wall still isn't up. Okay. Just in time. The wall is made. This pylon is a huge weak spot. However, there is a force field. Oh! He didn't get the sentry in the wall correctly. Oh man, the force field though, pretty much perfectly positioned to defend that sentry. The lings are pounding out damage on this gateway. There's not enough firepower. Oh, they get in again! He needed the stalker right there. The stalker goes down. There was enough energy for another force field. The sentry is a survivor, but I fear its life isn't going to be very long. Texture Ace, subverting my expectations, did go for the cheese, and it looks like he's going to win. The probes have begun to fall. He floods the rest of the lings in. He didn't even need to use the Baneling Nest yet. 9 probes have fallen. A Warp Prism is out for Big Daddy, and it's not going to be able to warp anything in. There's only one gateway. Oh, man. The worker count is even. If Big Daddy can somehow hold here, he will be actually ahead, given that he does have 2 Nexi. The worker count's so even. Shield battery has been repowered. These Banelings come in, though, and yeah, Texture Ace wins 10 times out of 10. What a play. More Banelings morphing into the main. They are not going to be needed. The Warp Prism's trying to save the Adept, but this is, yeah, GG. Tech in the top right corner of Eternal Empire as the Pink Terran for Ris3n. It's their final player, Baz. And in the bottom left, as the Orange Zerg from Cosmic Cloud Militia, it's Texture Ace. Baz is going for your standard Reaper expand. Texture Ace has dropped Hatch. We'll get gas. We'll get pool. Baz needs to win 4 games in a row. Gildelin, yes. The M2 lost to the Diamond player. So we're now fielding an M1. He does currently have M2 MMR though. Baz is a good friend of Steven's. He's looking to get his first kill. Let the tension build. Let the tension build. SCV comes in for the scout. It decides not to come in for the scout. It's gonna pull in out to the third to see if Texture Ace takes one. Link speed has started, and this is why I was building tension over the main hatch. He has not pulled out of gas. He is building 6 Zerglings. This is going to be a 2-base play. It's hiding 2 of the Zerglings for now. Okay, he doesn't hide 2 of the Zerglings. That's a huge tell for Faz. There's a Lara on the way for Texture Ace. Could be Nidus. Could be Mutalisk. There's a second gas. Hidden in the main. Link speed's finished up. A Roach Warren's thrown down. This is going to be a Nidus. The Reaper's been picked off. So Faz has 2 very important pieces of information. 1. Texture Ace made 6 Zerglings. It's going to signal some kind of aggression. 2. Texture Ace has not taken a 3rd base. However, Faz did not get a scout on the gases in the natural. He could assume that there's 2 additional gases in the natural, which would need Mutalisk. Faz is going for stim. He is getting a tech lab on the factory, so we could see a siege tank. In fact, we'll probably see a siege tank. There it is. But that Nidus is finished for Texture Ace. In go the roaches. Up goes the Nidus. This is going to be a tough hold. The tank is just about to pop. There it is. Faz didn't react to this at all. First SCV has fallen. The tank's going to start shelling his own SCVs. The roaches are getting ever closer. These Marines aren't enough to take down that many roaches. The tank is, though. So, they have to be... Okay, they're fighting in the tank fire. Never mind. That was a big overextension from Texture Ace. Ten SCVs have gone down. But Faz does have this third orbital. Texture Ace still has to do a lot more damage. Marine stim in. Why isn't he morphing Ravagers, bro? Okay. SCVs come in, get the surround. A couple more of them will fall, but all the roaches get cleaned up. Lings swarm in on the undefended tanks, though. It's not going to be enough. One tank does get picked off. But Texture Ace did not do enough damage, I'm afraid to say. I think Faz is going to be quite alright. Nidus does get shut down. Yeah, Texture Ace knows it. He's going to drone hard, but he's only on 2 base against a 3 base Terran. And it's a very hard question to ask, what do you do here? Well, Pass threw down triple bunker at the front. I don't think he read this correctly, but he defended nonetheless. Texture Ace, literally. Ate those... It was 2 siege tank shots. Had he backed up a little bit more and just harassed the orbitals, I think he would have been fine. I think he would have won right then and there. But he did not. So... Faz has a shot. Not just a shot. I think Faz is going to win from here on out. Texture Ace is going for the Muta switch, but it's going to take so long for it to hit. And there's already so many Marines out on the field. Just think how many more are going to be out by the time Muta hit around the 9-minute mark. There's a battle drone pulled here. Texture Ace is going to get him out of the fight. +1 weapons, +1 armor. Combat shields are started here for Faz. Widow Mine's on the field as well. This changeling has seen the composition, but it's like, okay, what do you do against it? Texture Ace has not gotten a Baneling. Okay, no, he has a Baneling nest. I don't think he has speed. No, he didn't get Baneling speed. Oh, a double medevac drop moves out. The Muta's intercepting this could swing things into Texture Ace's favor once again. That Link did not see it. The Muta go a little bit wide. The medevacs are allowed to drop. And this 4th is going to be shut down for Texture Ace. He needs to get a cancel. Okay, he does cancel. You can't take that many stimmed Marines with unupgraded Muta. One Muta's already gone down. 6 SCVs, but a lot more damage needs to be done here. In the meantime, 16 Marines are going to stim into the third. The Lings are out of position. Okay, Texture Ace comes back. These initial Lings are just buying time. They will all die, every single one of them. But here come the Banelings, here come the Roaches. However, 4 SCVs have fallen as well. Faz is going to rotate into the main. Texture Ace pulls his Mutas off the attack. I think that's kind of a mistake. He doesn't need them to help here. I mean, I guess he can kill the medevacs, but they're not on an angle to do so. Did he F2? I think he F2'd. I think he straight up F2'd. Texture Ace, only on 3 base. 10.5 minutes into this game. Faz burrows the mines. This is a trap. Oof. Texture Ace takes the bait. He's going to engage into the siege tanks, into the mines, but it's going to be enough. Muta will clean up the tanks. They lose a couple of their number to the Marines, but they pick off the medevacs. The Marines are retreating on foot. Faz is rallying a defense back home. Is it going to be enough? I don't think it is. Faz's 4th isn't going to be able to land in this situation. He should be able to save it, ultimately. Especially with this many Marines. The mine's going to get set up at the top of the ramp. Okay, a little bit of an overextension from Texture Ace. He's going to lose all these Roaches. That was quite unnecessary. I thought he was going to go Roach Ravager and hit the natural, but you're going to do that, yeah, sure. Faz has enough to defend. We got a 4th backup over here, but Faz is going to stim in and take it out. Texture Ace just doesn't have enough to defend in time. These Banelings can't engage without some kind of meat shield. Oh my god, he's going to try. He does lose the hatch, and he derps all the Banelings into Marauders. Oh, well, the Muta come in. They save the day. They pick off one of the medevacs, but that's too many stim Marines. The Lings are going to come in to help. The Marines didn't target fire the Muta, so the Muta are going to survive. They pick off another medevac. More turrets go down. The Planetary's at half health. Mules are dropped to repair. Faz narrowly saves the Planetary. Texture Ace is still on 4 base. He had an extra hatchery, but now he's against a 4 base Terran. He's trading out really well. So 1,000 resources in his favor. However, Faz's economy is going to explode from here on out if left unchecked. There's too much anti-air here. He can't engage. He might go into the main and try to hit the production. There's only 1 missile turret there, and these Muta are now... Wait, did he not... He didn't get air upgrades! Oh no. Yeah, these Muta aren't going to do anything, actually. They're flying paperweights as this game continues. He's been using them very effectively, but... 2-2 infantry against Muta, that math just doesn't check out. These Marines will get surrounded. Okay, these Banelings are engaging off creep. They're not getting the best detonations. Oh, they go into the Planetary. That wasn't worth it for 3 SCV kills. The Ling Muta combined could take out the Planetary, but that window is quickly closing. And of course, the Fog of War does exist, so Texture Ace isn't gonna know how diminished the Terran army was for a couple seconds. Oh, no, no, no! Nope, they fly over the Widow Mine! Okay, he baits it onto one Muta. He is gonna pick off a couple reinforcements. They won't all die because they do have +2 armor. They turn around and fight. They actually get a Muta kill. $16 more Lings come out for Texture Ace. There's just a lot of missed opportunities here for the Zerg. He's finally going up to 5 base. But, I think Faz... will, over time... this might be a long game, but I think Faz is just doing too well over time and taking his engagements better. I think he does win out in the end, but this is definitely a very honorable game from Texture Ace. Faz baits into the Planetary. Textures down to 26 army supply. And he will lose this hatch, very likely. Oh, will he though? No, he's gonna have some Lings pop. Oh, he doesn't bother to defend it though. He's knocked down to 4 base once again. Faz. Could use a couple more SCVs, I think. But he's gonna be alright. He's gonna be okay. It's not clearing up any of this creep. That's a lot of Widow Mines. And all the Lings evaporate. Banelings come in way too late. GG is called. Baz! Okay, you can't actually do a best of 11. So... in the bottom right corner, as the Pink Terran, it's Faz. I can't talk. I see what you did there. Okay, yeah. So, Faz played on US East last game. So this time we're on Australia. There's also the fact that this is actually like rank 80 Grandmaster versus our M1 with M2 MMR. All is fair in love and war. And this is war. Guildwin, Ris3n is not getting any walkovers whatsoever. Our score is 4-2. Both diamonds have fallen, and this is the first master level player for Cloud M. Is this going to be the TY build? No, it's going to be Reaper. It's going to be 3 racks Reaper? Interesting. Wow, my voice cracked there. Yeah, 2 gas, 3 racks Reaper incoming on the Australia server. I don't care how GM you are! It's next to impossible to macro or to micro against this. With only 1 Reaper. The numbers just don't work out, yo. So, Adnap has to somehow get this factory to finish, get out of Cyclone or Hellion, and micro like a god. Okay, the factory's almost finished. Adnap's getting out of Hellion. Oh no. Faz needs to stop this. He needs to stop it now. He needs to go in. He needs to kill the Reaper. And he needs to kill the Hellion. Gildelin, no, we are doing best of 11. I just can't put it on the score. It doesn't go higher than best of 9. Texture Ace. In VTL, your players did not have the games played requirements. And it's also against the rules in VTL. This is a friendly clan war. I literally did not write the rules of VTL, and we let you play 3 players who were not qualified in any way. We still won. So, Fast just stutter stepping backwards against the SCVs. And he's gonna win. GG! In the bottom left, as the pink Terran, and the final player for Ris3n, it's Faz. And in the top right, as the yellow Terran, shoot, never do math on stream, kids. Let me put in the scores. Maybe this will help me out. My brain's totally stalled. Okay, they're up 4-2. So this would be... Wait, no. 4-3. So this would be the 4th player for Cosmic Cloud Militia. Meep. It's a factory opener for Meep. CC opener for Faz. I think we know who's gonna get a little bit aggressive first. It's gonna be Meep. If Meep takes down Faz here. Oh wait! No. Faz is proxying a factory. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was totally wrong. Cheeky. Two Reapers are on the map. Hellion coming out next. There's the second CC. Meep's going to move out on the map. It's going to be a Hellion produced for Faz, and he proxies a starport. This is going to be a Hellion drop into the main of Meep. He's playing it safe back at home as well, getting up a bunker. Faz got the first shots off. He should win the Reaper battle. Yeah, Meep's gonna go home. There's Hellion number 1. Hellion number 2 isn't being produced just yet. Okay, there we go. Medevac's gonna pop out of the starport next. There we go. Worker counts even so far, but of course Faz does have an earlier second orbital, so he's going to be ahead by about 2 mules overall by the time Meep gets his own orbital. Looks like it's going to be a 3 Hellion drop. Liberator coming out here as well for Faz. Set up the next wave of harassment. Is he going to go for a 4th Hellion and hit with the Liberator? No. Okay, he's going to zoom in. There is a Cyclone here. But it's out of position to intercept this. In come the Hellions. No kills yet. Here we go. Medevac has been picked off. These guys are trapped in here. Ten SCVs in total go down in exchange for the medevac and the 3 Hellions. It's going to put Faz at an 11 worker advantage so far overall, but a Viking and a Cyclone are out. As this Liberator still moves in, it's just going to hope it can get a couple SCV kills. Definitely not worth losing the Liberator over. Faz isn't done yet, though. He's going to throw down a Tech Lab on the Starport. And go into Raven. Maybe some auto-turret harass is going to be the next wave of aggression from Faz. Meep's getting a bit aggressive himself. Four SCVs go down for the Pink Terran. It's going to even things up a little bit. Meep still has a long way to go, though. This auto turret isn't really going to do anything except save the Raven for a little while. The 2 Vikings are trying to intercept this. It looks like they're not going to be able to, though. Liberator resieges in the natural. Oh my god, the Marines lose the fight. Nova, yikes. So yeah, Neep did have a long way to go, but he has narrowed the gap quite considerably. Faz is only up 6 workers right now. It is a lot less than he was before. And now Meep has a column of Marine tank pushing. He's got Vikings in the air, which are going to limit the mobility of the Ravens. There's a bunker up at the front for Faz. The tank is unsieged as of right now. Oh, he salvages the bunker. The Raven goes down before casting a single spell. All the Marines are cleaned up for Meep. 1 tank falls at the front, but the Vikings land. Tank gets picked off. Disable dropped on it. Faz moves down. He takes out the tank. And Faz will establish his 3rd base. Stim finishes for Faz. And we have a disconnect. It's Angel, unfortunately. F's in the chat. Always feels bad. I've been there. We just gotta wait for it. Starport's still over here for Faz, still pumping out Ravens. It's, Meep knew he was dropped, like, I don't know why this is still allowed to operate, but, hey, matches can be stressful. Baz is looking really solid going into the next stage of the game. He's like, you let this operate long enough. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna let you get this one. I'm just gonna collect some scouting information, and your Vikings can kill it, and that'll be that. Meep is going to make a push on the pink third base. Brave scouting Marine. We'll see the incoming forces. Baz gains a little bit more grounds. Meat goes for a Doom drop. Disable dropped on one of the medevacs, preventing it from unloading. He can't engage into the missile turrets. Marines are pulled to... Wait! He's killing his own missile turret! It was just a misclick. And Meep is kind of caught out here. He's going to make a push into the natural, but the column of reinforcements might actually kill this if Faz reacts. He's focused down here on the bottom right, though, as he cleans up. So, I mean, I guess Meep's tank is going to be fine, I guess. Meep will hold this bottom right thing, too, but, like, what value is this position really gaining him? It's not threatening the third. He's gonna lose... Ah! Faz lets the tank live. It's a little bit unfortunate. Faz stims in, one tank goes down. It's just one tank holding the line here for Meep. He's got some bio to hold the high ground, but he's gonna lose his third. Pulls the boys. The tanks are allowed to siege up, though. And Meep's defense totally melts. GG is called. Faz evens up the score. Okay. The score is 4-4. In the best of 9, in the bottom left, as the pink Terran, it's Faz. And in the top right, as the Zerg, it's Katie. The winner of this game takes the friendly clan war for their team. Oracle Boy / Katie is going for a gas pool on Zen. This is going to hit super quick, and it's going to be super brutal. He is expanding behind it, so it's not going to be as brutal as it could be. There's our 6-lings in production, and the goal of this is not to kill the Terran. It's to get a delay on the second CC. So they're going to go in, get a delay on the second CC, get an SCV kill. Now, Faz has SCV scouted, so he's going to send his Reaper out. Will he connect with the lings? It looks like no, but the second he sees 4 lings, should pull back to defend. Oracle Boy is sending 2 more around to the right to check for proxies, it looks like. Okay. CC is delayed. There's a Marine defending on the ramp, but that's all that's defending. The lings will overwhelm the Marine unless SCVs are pulled to help. They are pulled to help, but this is a lot of delayed mining time for the Terran. Yeah, 3 SCVs go down. Delay on the CC. A little bit of damage on a Marine. I think this was worth it for Katie. Okay. There's going to be a 2-base roach play behind this. 8 lings are coming out, 3 roaches. It should be like 5 roaches. Yeah, there definitely should be more roaches coming. Faz loses the Reaper. The lings come in. They target down the Marines. The lings all get picked off, but it's more delayed mining time. Another 3 SCVs killed. And now there's just 1 Marine to go in the bunker. There's going to be more bunkers than Marines at this point. And the next wave of attack has hit. The roaches are caught on move command in a corner. Unfortunately, it's a Hellion, so it's not going to do very much at all to the Ravagers. There's the Bile in the bunker. There's the lings around. Second bunker is going to fall as well. Mine gets picked off. Oracle Boy powers up the ramp. He should be able to kill the refinery before the Marines pop. Yeah, kills one of the Marines before it's even built. Here come the lings. Full surround on the units. GG. Cloud M takes the series 5-4. Alright, guys. That's going to be it for tonight's match. Thank you guys all for watching. Congratulations to Cloud M for taking the win. Well deserved. And we're gonna roll the outro. I'm gonna do some ladder if you guys are interested in sticking around. If not, I've been Renegade, and I'll see you in the next one.
Born from the ashes. 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 Born from the